everyone. Welcome to the Tourism Virtual Summit 2019. And today we have, I call him Oga Michael. How are you?
I'm fine. Nice to really be here for this tourism summit. My name is Michael, Lekan Kehinde. I'm a tourist entrepreneur and also an architect. I founded Discoveria in 2013, and since then I've been growing the company. Basically, we've done some trips and at least taking people to about few places, like 300 people actually. I think that's all about me for now.
For how long? How long have you guys been doing your Discovery Car? How long?
Yeah, that's 6 years now.
6 years. And you're saying you've taken people to a few places. That means you've taken to like 1,000 places.
Yeah, but it's still a few, basically comparing to where we are going to.
No problem. But you guys are doing amazing work. So that is why you are here. So now you say you're the founder of Discoveria, right? I hope I pronounced it well. Discoveria.
Yes.
Okay. So what inspired
you?
So what inspired you to start this tourism business?
So I started the company while in school, and actually I was surprised about the data that I got from some of the material I was reading then about the opportunity that lies in tourism, how it has created opportunities for people abroad. And I was wondering, why can't we make this happen in Nigeria, despite the facilities we have, although most are not developed yet. But I found out that this we had a wide range of culture, ethnic groups, and there are a lot of opportunities that we could also harness in Nigeria here. So I felt, okay, let me see if I can start something and make an opportunity of this. And then an opportunity came around in which I had to present my idea of how to improve tourism in Nigeria. And I think we came third. So that gave us a leverage to really start the business.
Okay, that's amazing. That's really nice to know. An architect and it's into tourism. How does that relate?
So tourism and architecture, they have a converging point in which basically architect designs tourist destinations, basically, and also so we had a course in school then that had to do with tourism, about leisure and how to plan leisure places. So that was also fascinating for me, and that also helped me to really move on in terms of combining my profession and tourism.
Oh, that's really nice to know. So what benefits of tourism? I mean, like I'm talking about tourism, how it creates opportunities, employment opportunities. Now, what are the benefits of tourism and how does it create employment opportunities for people and communities and nations generally?
I think tourism is a very wild opportunity space because tourism is people-centric. So basically, it's about creating fun relaxation for people. So, and once that's to do with people, basically, that means it helps connect people, it helps bring people together. So, first of all, tourism is renewable in terms of the fact that you don't have to like take it away. That means you can go back there and enjoy the same services, the same experience several times. So that means one, you're serving people and it's renewable. That means you have to bring people together, and also it's renewable in terms of helping people to go like add the same experience or bring more people to the same destinations. So I think one that creates opportunity for people in tourism because one is people centric. That means you have to deal with a lot of people. That means people have to be relaxed. That means in terms of food, in terms of travel, in terms of flights, in terms of tourism experiences, tour guides. So it creates a lot of opportunity in terms of those areas. And also in terms of country, it helps GDP and indirect and direct employment actually. If you look at direct employment in terms of, I mentioned food, I mentioned restaurants, I mentioned flights, accommodation, transportation. So those are areas in which tourism, if you want to look at the indirect impact, you can look at banking. There's no way you want to travel in which you use a bank, you won't transfer money or work with a bank or something. So there are a lot of indirect benefits as well of tourism.
I think one of the things I love about tourism industry is that it's an ecosystem. Everybody benefits
Yes,
from it. I call it an octopus because every hand, all the nine hands must touch somewhere in the economy. That's the beauty of tourism.
exactly.
Yeah. So my next question is: can you like you said that it can create employment opportunities? Can you like mention some job opportunities in the tourism industry? At least maybe 5 or 6.
Okay, I think for me, like the tourism is a value chain. So basically, we could start with, I'll just give it as an example of someone who is traveling to Nigeria, for example. And okay, he needs to visit some few places in Nigeria. First of all, you have to look for where you are going to. You have to know about where you are going to, and that's where you need a travel agent or a travel operator. So basically, those are opportunities in the industry in which you either use a travel agent or operator to give you an outline of what will happen in your trip and itinerary. Then also, if you look at it, then you're coaching jobs for people through airline, like flights, change of transportation, because they would consult with their own vendors, like talk with transportation companies who might take you off, like airport transfer, food. They will help you plan if you're going to be eating somewhere or if you have a special food you want to eat. So those are opportunities that so it creates jobs in terms of um, travel agency, tour operators, food vendors, or maybe restaurants, accommodation, that's where you'll be staying, different accommodation now. So also those are tour guides. I think that's one of the major areas in which even people who are not very vast in the industry can start with. So it creates jobs in terms of tour guides, jobs in terms of uh, what's it called now, accommodation, as I said earlier.
Okay, so you've mentioned tour operators, at least travel agents. Then we have
Yes, yes,
accommodation part, which you have at least hotels, hostels,
yes.
Airbnb, and of course,
Airbnb, yeah, exactly.
you have like the buses, the tour guides that will take the buses, that also take transfers, airport transfers, and all that. Then I think you also
Yeah.
mentioned tour guides. I think that's one of the
Yes. Okay. You can also talk about travel photographers.
photographers. Yes, because those are
Yes. Art and craft, souvenirs,
souvenirs. There's so
creators.
much. Like you said, it's wide.
Yeah.
There's so much people can actually go into. Because I noticed that, especially here in Nigeria, people are more of like, I want to be a tour operator, I want to be a travel agent. But I keep
Yeah.
telling people,
Exactly. Those have been the two.
those are the two main things. I keep telling
Yeah.
people,
Those have been the two focus areas. But I think it's more than that. Like all you just have to look at your niche, look at your skills, and then what you can really play well into.
And that's very true. So, what are the challenges of starting a tourism business from your experience? Can you at least give us 3 or 4
Um,
challenges?
I think one of the major challenges is communication. Basically, getting clients because one, especially if you're looking at international clients, you have to be out there in terms of people have to know what you're doing, and you have to be able to leverage on people because it's all about people. The experience people have with you is what they will tell others and then put out there. So I feel one of the major challenges is communication because once you're starting off, you might not have the leverage to have a lot of people that you can communicate with. So you need a good marketing strategy to be able to target the right set of people to get along. Also, I think one of the major challenges is logistics in Nigeria. Logistics is quite difficult. Yeah, because one, you have to plan a lot. I'm more into tour operator area, so you have to plan a lot in terms of ensuring that everything works out well before an event ends. You have to ensure that the next step is already planned, and also you have to like in terms of food, in terms of maybe say experience accommodation, and infrastructure challenges in Nigeria like that's a big challenge. Like some of these places are not well equipped yet, like not well maintained.
Mm.
So sometimes you have to go extra mile to ensure that you get a very good place that is still manageable and still comfortable. So basically, I think those are the areas in which are very challenging in terms of places in Nigeria.
Okay, so you said communication, and then we have a bad infrastructure,
Yes,
and all the what's the
yeah,
third one?
infrastructure, logistics.
Logistics. All right, so what advice do you have to anyone that wants to start a tourism business?
I think the advice I have is one, you have to, first of all, know your passion, like get to know what you are good at. know how, know your skills, and have a detailed plan. So, like just come into the industry and just start. You have to have a detailed plan. How do I want to get things going? Who are the right people to partner with? Who are the right people to work with? What are the right people to meet? And then, okay, then also you might have to also do a study of places like understand where to go to, how to get there, and logistics around those places, especially.
Okay. Thank you so much, Michael. I mean, there's so much to do in this industry. I mean, if we actually sit down here and try to mention them, there can be over 100 things you can actually go into. I mean, the opportunities in
Yes.
the industry. So thank you so much for shedding light on some of these employment opportunities. And I hope those who are listening at least are picking up something from there. I know that there's so much more in this industry that we can think of. So thanks a lot, Michael, and thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me. It's been nice.
Thank you, Tara. Bye.
Okay. Take care.
Bye.